mentality after training in the solitude and 10-mile-high altitude of the Mexican mountains. He hears it from the crowd while he was in the mountains, staying in a rustic cabin with no electricity, no running water, the well-schooled funeral home in Mexico City where his father still works. Hasn't lost in 5 years. He's won 9 in a row, including that Fight of the Year candidate with Johnny Gonzalez, which personified his guts and determination.
Ron Ringside Promotions and Golden Boy Promotions in association with Rockstar Energy Drink, AEG, and Showtime. Well, fans, this bout is sanctioned by the WBC. President Jose Suleiman, supervisors are Lee Peters and Rudy Tellez, along with the California State Athletic Commission. The executive officer is Armando Garcia. Our physicians at ringside, Dr. Paul Wallace, Dr. Perlman, introducing Rafael Marquez. Introducing Israel Magnifico Vasquez.
Ok, ya les di las instrucciones abajo. Quiere una pelea limpia, ¿ok? Toca guante, buenos aspectos los dos. Aquí para arriba es legal, ¿ok? Que vean los dos, ¿ok? Buen aspecto los dos.
Here we go, Marquez in the black, Vasquez in the blue. The champion Israel Vasquez, who can change a fight with one punch, said he'll look to get inside and apply pressure. You don't want to get too close to Vasquez. Marquez has dramatically improved his boxing IQ and combines skill with extraordinary power in both hands. A very accurate combination puncher.
In this early going, several things to look for. Marquez wants to just have the slightest of movement to make sure he's not standing right in front of Vasquez. And Vasquez wants to jab his way in when he's going to attack. So we'll see if both men are doing that.
We'll look to see if Marquez can absorb Vasquez's punching power. His punches be just as strong at super bantamweight as they were at bantam. Interestingly, Vasquez said Marquez fades as the fight goes on, as the fight progresses, but I'm not so sure about that.
Well, we'll see. You know, there may be lapses, and we'll get into that a little later for Marquez, but these early rounds, really important for Marquez. He wants to get on the scorecard and take advantage of the fact that maybe he will start a little quicker. We'll see if he can do that. Right now, very even first round, though Vasquez, I think, has been a little sharper.
Marquez wants to control the action, much like Johnny Gonzalez did earlier on against Vasquez, until Vasquez solved that puzzle and got inside on the long, tall Johnny Gonzalez.
These fighters are perfectly matched. It's really interesting. Even in this first round, which hasn't produced wild fireworks, but good, solid action, you can see they are both matched very well in terms of their styles, and you know it'll be interesting.
Recently, Vasquez stopped Gonzalez, Ivan Hernandez. There's Marquez with a left hand upstairs.
They both traded left hooks there, both landed, and that's the punch. I'm telling you, if there's a knockout in this fight, I believe it will come from the left hook of one of these two fighters.
Vasquez missing with a slashing right. Landed with a left hand.
Vasquez is trying very hard to get downstairs with that left to the body.
Blood already from the nose of Israel Vasquez. And there's a hard left hand to the chest area by Marquez. And a double left hook to the body by Marquez.
That was a combination. Before that, a jab and then a left hand by Marquez, the kind that he can land so effectively.
It's finding a home early. Final seconds of round one. Here comes Marquez with a beautiful combination to the head. Now, a left uppercut to the jaw. It backs up Vasquez. So a fight breaks out right away. And Vasquez in some trouble.
A big right hand by Marquez hurt him.
But you can never count Vasquez out because of his power. Two guys with questionable defenses, which makes this so exciting. Let's see how Vasquez reacts after being rocked toward the end of that first round. So as advertised, they both come out throwing. And Marquez so far with the upper hand.
And they're both such good ring technicians, especially offensively. It's like watching a clinic of good boxing.
Marquez, more technically polished perhaps than Vasquez. There's that right uppercut, just missing by Vasquez.
And you know, that's the wild card in this fight.
Big right hand to the jaw by Marquez.
The uppercut's the wild card. Both men have a good uppercut. They have to be careful when they throw it to not leave themselves open.
And Vasquez is finding out that Marquez does indeed have power in both hands.
And remember, in some ways, this fight is going to form. Many people thought Marquez would do better in the early going. The question is, could he win this fight in the early going and not let Vasquez later on come on?
Yeah, once again, you can never count a guy like Vasquez out. Anytime you have a puncher like Vasquez, he's always in it. He could be way behind, and he's still in it. Inside uppercut by Marquez. Vasquez blocking that jab. Vasquez trying to settle down and find the openings. Marquez pushes Vasquez back with a double jab. Now Vasquez counters with a triple jab. Another jab got through that time by Vasquez.
Right now, a slight edge in hand speed to Rafael Marquez, and he's throwing better combinations, and that's what's making the difference in these first couple of rounds.
Vasquez digging in with uppercuts on the inside. Nice, strong jab by Marquez.
Now, Vasquez on the inside is throwing that hook to the body. He wants to come with the double left hook, and I think that's part of the way he's setting it up.
Heavy right, straight right by Marquez that landed to the jaw. Vasquez tasting a lot of leather here in the first 2 rounds.
The last round and a half, Rafael Marquez has been as good as he could possibly be.
He seemed kind of tight, but he's not fighting that way.
No, he isn't.
Vasquez seemed the looser of the two, but he is down. Responsible for transforming Rafael Marquez into an excellent boxer. We already knew he had the power, but now he's able to combine those 2 key elements. Round 3.
We thought this fight would turn on who makes either the first mistakes or the most mistakes. And right now, for Vasquez, part of the reason he's getting hit with those right hands is one of the keys. His jab's a little lazy and his left hand's a little bit low, and Marquez is able to get his right hand in.
And Marquez's punches, not only dangerous, but they're slashing type punches. And they often cause or can exacerbate cuts. Just ask Silence Mabuza.
Vasquez was in a very good rhythm for the first part of round 1, but it hasn't been since then.
He's been slowed by the punching power of Rafael Marquez.
Now, right in there on the inside, Vasquez was able to get the right-handed, but hasn't been able to uncoil the left hook when he's in there. He needs that punch even more than Marquez.
Marquez with a heavy right. It sent Vasquez back. Oh, did that get Vasquez's attention? Now left hook to the jaw.
Whoa.
And down goes Marquez. Vasquez knocks Marquez down. A left hook nailed Marquez, and he went sprawling to the canvas. Marquez down for the 3rd time in his career. Round 3 with 1:14 remaining. And sustained, non-stop, 2-way action. Just when it looked like Marquez was having his way, down he went. And he's got a minute to go.
Vasquez is now uncoiling that left hook, and that's what made the difference. He was able to get that punch off.
Both these guys have tasted the canvas before. Both usually come back with renewed vigor. They prosper from adversity. We'll see how it affects Marquez.
Vasquez has not been wild in his attack. He has been cautious. He knows Marquez is dangerous. He doesn't want to let the moment pass.
A lot of folks wouldn't be surprised now if Vasquez went down. 20 seconds left of the 3rd round. It is as advertised. Most of the fans here at the Home Depot Center standing. as we head for the bell in a breakthrough round for Israel Vasquez. Rafael Marquez down as we enter into round 4 after a very dramatic third round.
The interesting thing is if you had asked people to take a bet who would go down in the first 5 rounds, they would have probably suggested Vasquez. And Vasquez was hurt in this, earlier in this fight. But instead it was Marquez.
So a lot of back and forth, give and take, just as the two fighters felt it would be. And as we expected, both men committed to giving the fans an all-action fight, and they're living up to that commitment right here.
One thing we've not seen as much from yet from these fighters is the body work. They're both great body punchers. And we may start seeing that in the rounds to come.
The fans in unison chanting for Marquez.
The Marquez jab has been very effective, and probably he's out-jabbed Vasquez by just a little bit.
So Marquez down 1:28 into round 3. A right-left combination, but the left hook did the damage after Marquez was pretty much controlling the action. Marquez drawing blood from Vasquez's nose late in the first round. Oh, these are tough, hard inside body shots by Marquez. It's got Vasquez grimacing.
Now, I thought that the Vasquez left hook was an important weapon in this fight. I thought Marquez's left hook might be his major weapon, but now it appears if he hooks with Vasquez, Marquez is in a little bit more danger than he needs to be, Steve. So I think Nacho Beristain rightfully wants the right hand from Marquez more.
Vasquez trying to weaken Marquez with blistering shots to the temple.
Vasquez came very close with another one of those left hooks.
The jab of Marquez sending Vasquez back.
What a close round, round 4 is.
Oh, big swing and a miss. Combination to the head by Marquez. Very accurate, sharp, precision-like punches by Marquez. He's probably scored more clean and hard shots throughout the fight, although he's the one that tasted the canvas. Here's Vasquez. Again, tasting leather.
Marquez
Great jab set up with the right.
Wow, nice combinations. And again, the right hand, a big weapon for Marquez there.
Good rallying by Marquez after a tough third round in which he went down. Marquez showing a lot of poise. Able to regroup well. Israel Vasquez understands English, but he responds in Spanish. Rafael Marquez does not speak English.
Neither of these fighters have ever lost a title match. 6-0 for Vasquez, 8-0 for Marquez. Even if there's a draw, that record will change tonight.
Oh, nice left-right combination by Israel Vasquez. Back comes Rafael Marquez with a combination of his own. Oh, a big right hand up. The combination by Marquez. Tremendous give and take.
Nacho Beristain rightfully wanting Marquez to use the jab a lot. That will set up the right hand. And Freddie Roach correct. Vasquez cannot let Marquez get off first all the time in this fight.
A lot of people comparing this early on to Castillo Corrales 1, and it's starting to take on that special feeling.
I think the trick for Vasquez in this fight is to get in position inside where he can again keep throwing those hooks. That's his ticket in this fight. He won't outbox Marquez from the outside, just as he couldn't do that against Johnny Gonzalez.
Press row scoring. It's close. Marquez by 1 point right across the board. Carlos.
Exactly the way I have it.
Carlos Arias, Orange County Register. Steve Kim, MaxBoxing.com. Lance Pugmire from the LA Times. A warning to Israel Vasquez from referee Raul Caiz Jr. hitting behind the head. Vasquez pushing Marquez back.
Now that was a good right hand from Vasquez. That's not his primary weapon in this fight, but he has a good right hand.
Right uppercut, right on the chin by Rafael Marquez. They continue to trade vicious punches.
Wow, there's the body work by Vasquez. He's been a little more committed to it in this fight than Marquez has. Oh, good work on the inside.
Right hand to to the side of the head by Vasquez. Explosive, dynamic action. A straight left hand on the neck, jaw area by Vasquez. Marquez issues a flurry. Sets up the right with the left jab, but the right missed. Back comes Vasquez with a left hook off the top of Marquez's head.
We're going to see another big left hook land by Vasquez. I don't know when it's going to come, but it's going to come in the next couple of rounds.
Right hand by Marquez with authority. What conviction behind that punch.
Great combinations by Marquez.
Vasquez is hurt. Marquez going in for the finish. He wants to close the show. Vasquez, all of a sudden, in a lull, he stopped for a moment for some reason. And Marquez is trying to take advantage of
That left eye could close a little bit. Whatever happened there, this might have some impact on the vision of Vasquez. Now there's a double left hook by Vasquez. He better get to throwing that weapon in this fight before things get away from him.
Now showing a sense of urgency is Israel Vasquez as he really pumps up the volume here in round number 6. The jab of Marquez has been so effective. Keeping Vasquez off balance and setting up the power shots. Left uppercut misses by Vasquez. Raul Caiz Jr., the referee went to stand saying that Vasquez was thumbed up the nose, which caused Vasquez to momentarily stop, and then Marquez jumped on the situation. And Vasquez realized, I got to fight back. He just nailed Marquez on the head. Marquez turns him around.
Now, you know, in every Rafael Marquez fight, or most of them against Silence Mabuza and several others, Marquez has had little lull periods, Stephen, that somewhere between the 3rd and 7th round. And that's what Vasquez was counting on. Now, we haven't seen it yet. In fact, he was able to get to Marquez early, but in these rounds, Marquez has retained sharpness.
And I think it's more mental than physical because he's in tip-top condition as he trains in the high altitude of the Mexican mountains. Crowd chanting for Marquez.
Vasquez has picked things up a bit, though, in this round. 6 has been a little better for him. Whether he's winning it remains to be seen, but he's off to a better start anyway in this round.
Shaking the effects of the alleged thumbing.
The Marquez jab has just been excellent, and there he jabbed downstairs, and that helped set up that right hand by Marquez.
Non-stop action from the start of this fight. Minute to go in the 6th. It's scheduled for 12 for the WBC Super Bantamweight Championship. Israel Vasquez, the champion in the blue with the silver trim. Rafael Marquez, the challenger, in the black with the white trim. Vasquez 41-3 with 31 knockouts. Marquez 36-3, 32 knockouts, both undefeated in title fights. Marquez pushing Vasquez back with the double jab. Back comes Vasquez now, right hand to the head.
On the inside, Vasquez can do better than Marquez for the most part, and he's committed more to the body work.
And they continue to gun away from close range. There's that jab by Marquez, continues to be effective.
Rafael Marquez very accurate with his combinations. Tougher on the score.
His fight, and his nose looks a mess here now, particularly after that alleged thumbing.
Freddie Roach made a point to ask Vasquez for a lot of body work. They think maybe that body work will help him as this fight wears on, and it probably will.
Oh, big left hook by Vasquez. Oh, man, that just took the starch out of Rafael Marquez. Huge shot, a bomb.
Boy, and yet Marquez able to sustain through that. That looked like a monster shot, but Marquez still in there battling.
That just stopped Marquez in his tracks. And he hasn't been the same since. Big left hook there by Israel Vasquez. Let's see if that turns it here. Another left hand to the jaw by Vasquez. Marquez and Vasquez both very hittable. You see the scores. Each has it by 3 for Marquez.
That's exactly how I have this fight. 58-55 for Marquez. The volume of punches much better for Rafael Marquez. There's no question about that. Not that Vasquez isn't landing his share. It's just that Marquez landing more.
And I don't know, whose punches are harder on the hole.
Well, I think Marquez has landed some very big shots. So has Vasquez. But
So has Vasquez.
You know, so in terms of power, it's tough to tell. Good body work there by Vasquez, but the combination from the outside clearly better for Rafael Marquez. That's why he's ahead on the scoring of the press row people in my scoring.
Well, Vasquez coming on, big left hand there. Back comes Marquez.
This is great. I mean, both these fighters doing little things, subtle things, throwing punches with power. It's just an excellent boxing match.
Left hook blocked by Vasquez.
And it's okay to block one. It really is.
I'd say so. Almost no let up in the action.
And you know, in round 6 and 7, Vasquez has really been committed to the body work. We'll see if that will slow Marquez down at all as this fight wears on.
These two guys have to be in incredible condition to withstand this kind of punishment and to issue these kinds of punches over and over again. Marquez with the left uppercut. Now the left was blocked by Vasquez. Vasquez with a left-right combination coming on. Vasquez turns it up. Back comes Marquez.
Oh, wow.
And they trade, going toe-to-toe in the center of the ring. What's happening? It's over. Israel Vasquez has quit.
Wow.
I don't believe it. Rafael Marquez is the winner. Issue of the nose. Maybe he just can't breathe.
I mean, we see the blood coming from it. We're not going to speculate. We'll get information as we go on that, but certainly it's conceivable that's the reason.
Out of nowhere, Al, Vasquez just strolled over to the Marquez corner and waved it off. And a jubilant Rafael Marquez of the super bantamweight division. Meanwhile, the highly respected Freddie Roach, replaced by Rudy Perez as Vasquez's trainer, recently said Vasquez should have had a year's rest to fully heal. Rafael Marquez is money in rematches, a perfect 4-0 with 4 knockouts. Into one of the best all-around fighters at any weight, definitely the man at 122. Incidentally, the last few days, the normally mild-mannered Marquez has grown.
Israel, el magnífico Vasquez. Introducing Rafael Marquez. Buena suerte y que gane el mejor. Good luck and the best for the winner. Check the gloves and go to your corner.
Rafael Marquez in the white with the black trim, power, polish, speed, accuracy, the heavy right, the stinging jab, and the sharp combinations. Vasquez in the red with the white trim, ferocious left hook, inside pressure, makes every minute count, and he is desperate for victory. So is this in effect round 8? Vasquez felt going in that Marquez, Al, who had a great first round in the original, would come right at him and make it a physical fight.
We've already seen in the first 30 seconds of this round, Marquez landed a nice right hand. Vasquez landed a nice left hook. They're back at it again.
Vasquez said he planned to attack early and often. The unknown factor, of course, is Vasquez's nose.
Now, early on in this fight, one thing to look for, and we talked about it in the keys, the jab of Vasquez. When he jabs his way in, he was very short with that punch in the last fight. It didn't help him get inside. It's working better early because it's helping him work his way right inside.
There's a straight right hand to the nose by Marquez, and Vasquez sending Marquez back with a shot. There's a good left uppercut on the inside by Vasquez.
There's good news and bad news for both fighters. Vasquez is landing his left hook very, very well early. Marquez is landing the right hand very early.
And he feels Marquez will eventually catch Vasquez and end it dramatically. Marquez did predict a knockout, but did not specify the round. Right uppercut on the inside there by Marquez. A flurry by Vasquez. Back comes Marquez. Again, back and forth, two-way, non-stop sustained action. What else is new?
Great skill on the inside. There's a combination of a hook and uppercut by Marquez. Marquez's uppercut was a factor in the first fight and could be again. And there it is again for Marquez. This is great, great boxing here in round 1 by both men.
The exchanges rage on. And in a way, it is like round 8.
The hand speed edge for Marquez, though, is still there. And that's a big, big issue that Vasquez has to try and get by. He better hope, Vasquez, that he has the power to hurt Marquez again. The punch rate and accuracy here in round 1, excellent for both men.
The right temple area of Vasquez swollen and red already here in the first round. Marquez working the jab. It was a very effective weapon to set up the big right in the first fight.
Both men want to keep their hands up more. They feel like they lowered their hands, and it was a problem in the last fight. There was a couple good punches by Marquez, but again, Vasquez had his hands up, so he kind of blocked the foot body work.
Body shots by Marquez. And a good left hook there upstairs by Marquez to finish the leaders in the sport. In the corner of Marquez, Rudy Perez, who, as we said, replaced Freddie Roach at a critical time heading into the rematch. The longtime trainer of Marco Antonio Barrera, now in there with Vasquez.
You know, Marquez told us before this fight he would throw more punches than he did in the last fight. He is very, very active. They both are.
So round 2 scheduled for 12 for the WBC 122-pound championship. Off to a rousing start already with some exciting exchanges.
They told Vasquez, of course, he needs to be on the inside. But, you know, it's no picnic when you're on the inside with Rafael Marquez because he's also a very skilled fighter in there.
What a difference watching this polish after the sloppy first fight, same weight class.
The jab of Marquez, again, a little sharper than Vasquez's is so far. But, you know, for Israel Vasquez, he just needs the jab to be good enough to get him on the inside.
Here's the jab of Marquez pushing Vasquez back. Trying to keep him at bay, off balance with the jab. And every once in a while it sets up the heavy right.
See the right hand up high by Marquez, and the left hook came off it by Vasquez. Marquez needs to keep his hand up.
Body shot, left hook.
Speaking of keeping things up, the punches too.
Yeah, Marquez getting a little warning from the referee Guadalupe Garcia from Mexico City.
Good right hand by Israel Vasquez after a jab. Didn't hurt Marquez. The right hand is not Vasquez's big knockout punch. It's mostly the left hook. There are so many good punches being thrown in this fight that trying to keep track of them is tricky for the judges as well as us.
Of course, it was the left hook that dropped Marquez in round 3 of the first fight after Vasquez was hurt by a straight right by Marquez. And it was a left hook by Marquez that started the damage on Vasquez's nose near the end of the first round. There's the left hook by Marquez on cue.
You know, Marquez is throwing a lot of those left hooks. Puts him in a little danger of getting countered by Vasquez with the left hook. And it's tempting because he can throw the hook, Marquez.
Beautiful left hook there by Vasquez.
Best punch of the fight for him so far.
That got Marquez's attention.
Followed by 3 straight jabs by Marquez.
Remember that one resounding punch towards the end of the first fight by Vasquez and Marquez was unfazed. There's another left hook upstairs by Vasquez, just to Vasquez's nose.
The plot thickens.
Indeed. Round 3. The infighting. Dead center of the ring.
If ever two fighters were made for each other, these two are. They are in front of each other, throwing excellent punches. Both men have a smidge of a problem defensively, and so that leaves the chance that they can be hit.
Makes it more exciting for the fans, of course, but what a... he's wobbled. Marquez is wobbled.
Same kind of left hook that hurt him in the first fight.
Let's see if Vasquez jumps all over Marquez now. He has Marquez in some trouble, but look at Marquez fighting back. Unbelievable.
And Marquez showed great poise when he was knocked down the first time, but he was more hurt this time.
Yes, he was. He came back with a good 4th round of that first fight after being knocked down to the 3rd, but he really got jolted here.
Same round, too.
Exactly. He has slowed down considerably now, Marquez. Now Marquez comes back with a left hook.
Can you say Corrales Castillo? This is an amazing round of boxing. Big uppercut.
Uppercut by Vasquez. It sends Marquez back to the ropes. Marquez, though, swings away anyway. And he comes forward now. And there's a terrible cut around the right eye of Vasquez now. His face is bloodied on the right side. Israel Vasquez. Heads may have collided. He's got problems in both eyes now, Vasquez.
Marquez has gotten himself back into this round in a major way. Amazing.
And now Vasquez, with some drama, he's got problems with the cuts. And 45 seconds left in the third round. And Marquez landing with rights and lefts, sending Vasquez back. Another series of punches, a great combination by Marquez. And this is after Marquez was in trouble. Marquez wailing away at the head of Vasquez. As the blood continues to flow from the eyes of Vasquez. Marquez winging, landing. Left hook upstairs, landing by Marquez. Everything's connecting, but look who's coming forward. It's Vasquez. Now Marquez comes forward. Back comes Vasquez with a left and a right. Non-stop. Incredible action. Unbelievable. A right hand that tapped Marquez. No let-up whatsoever.
After Marquez had been hurt early.
And you see blood underneath the right eye of Marquez. There's blood around both eyes of Vasquez. Furious action in round number 3 as we enter round 4. Joe Chavez, the veteran cut man, with his work cut out in the Vasquez corner. Vasquez marching forward. Throwing in volume. What a work rate by both guys. Now Vasquez digging to the body. Back comes Marquez to the midsection.
And it was ruled apparently that the punch is what created the cut around Vasquez's eye. No ruling of a clash of heads.
Now there's swelling underneath the right eye of Marquez, and that could become a factor. Beautiful right uppercut on the inside by Vasquez on the chin.
The legs of Marquez not steady right now. Oh, what a body shot by Marquez. That hurt Vasquez. That was a great left hook to the body.
He's got Vasquez back, pedaling momentarily. Then a left uppercut on the inside of the chin by Vasquez.
They knew coming in they could not get in with that left hook of Vasquez. And boy, Vasquez has found a way to land it against Marquez. It's been a big weapon. And I'll tell you one mistake Marquez is making after he lands that big right. Marquez is throwing too many left hooks of his own. He's leaving himself open because of that punch for Vasquez to land his own hook.
Both faces bloody as they trade in the center of the ring. Big right hand there by Marquez. So he's going back to his money punch.
Rafael Marquez should be throwing the jab and a straight right hand and eschewing any effort to land the left hook because that puts him in harm's way to get the left hook landed by Vasquez.
Left hook there by Vasquez. Blood's getting in the, I believe, the left eye of Vasquez. He's blinking heavily. We approach the final minute of the 4th round. Boy, this is like one of those old-time fights.
Amazing. I mean, both men said they thought this would be better than the first one. It is. Great body work by Marquez, and there's the jab making itself known again.
One throws and the other throws, and the other one comes back. Marquez pushing Vasquez back with a left-right combination.
You know, before the first fight, Israel Vasquez says, I'm the real super bantamweight. I've been at this weight. I'm stronger. In some ways, he's demonstrating that here tonight.
Marquez, that's right. You got to remember, he was coming up from 118 in the last fight. But you wouldn't know it.
Very close round here. Both men have gotten so much work done.
Oh, what a right hand by Marquez up top. Vasquez coming back. Back comes Marquez.
Phenomenal.
And Rafael Marquez, Israel Vasquez actually now looks the better of the two. Ruled for 12 for the WBC Super Bantamweight Championship. Marquez in the white with the black trim. Vasquez in the red with the white trim. Marquez, the champion, 37-3, 33 knockouts. Vasquez, the challenger, 41-4, 31 knockouts in a scintillating rematch. Marquez winning the first fight when Vasquez had to quit on his stool with a nose injury after after the 7th round of the original.
Marquez is backing himself into the ropes more than I think they would like, and giving Vasquez a chance to work the body and the head.
And remember, the rematch taking place just 5 months after the first fight.
And conditioning already an issue. We're in round 5, but when you fought at this pace and both have been hurt so much, you already start to ask yourself, who's better conditioned?
The skill level out here is so high. That's what's so impressive, and that's what makes this rivalry stand out above so many other ballyhoo rivalries. As you take a look at the press row, Jason Gonzalez, Mark may have Marquez ahead, and Jason McDaniel has it even.
I've got it a draw of 38-38.
Midway through the 5th round, the pace has slowed just a tad.
Marquez is keeping his, now that cut, by the way, a big issue, and it was not caused by a clash of heads, they ruled. So that's going to be an issue for Vasquez. It's bleeding more heavily now.
It's around the right eye. It's getting into the right eye more than the cut around the left eye. And you can see he senses the urgency, so he's boring in on Marquez. But every time he does, he gets nailed.
You know, Marquez's jab has not been quite as effective in the last couple of rounds. It would be a punch that could open up.
There goes Vasquez, but it's being ruled a slip. As the blood continues to streak down, Vasquez's right side, he comes rolling back. They trade toe-to-toe in the center of the ring. Vasquez pushing Marquez back.
Psychologically, Vasquez caught Marquez at a vulnerable moment. Marquez thought it was a knockdown and thought the guy might be hurt. Vasquez came right after.
Yeah, he sensed that maybe Marquez let down momentarily and tried to take advantage of the situation. He has slowed Marquez in his tracks here.
What a close round here, though, in round 5.
Good right hand off the top of the head of Marquez.
Marquez's right hand is so low, the hook will land again by Vasquez.
Here we go into round 6. That was a correct call by Guadalupe Garcia, the 3rd man in the ring. Vasquez, despite the fact that it was called a slip, still looking a little bit on the dazed side. Oh, down goes Marquez! A left hook by Israel Vasquez sends Marquez sprawling to the canvas. Second time he's put down by Vasquez in this series.
And it's early in this round, which is a key point. Lots of time for Vasquez to get something done.
Remember, Marquez came back the last time he was knocked down in the 3rd round of the first fight. Will it happen again? Vasquez looking to close the show. He's going in for the finish. Canvassing Marquez. Marquez almost working on instinct. Oh, a right uppercut on the inside of Vasquez. A left hook by Vasquez. Marquez holding on up against the ropes. Vasquez all over Marquez. Can he end it here in the 6th round? Relentless attack by Israel Vasquez. He's got